Hi. Hi. Welcome to the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. We're at the Mandarin Oriental in Shanghai, China, room 1505. With some hotel employees there doing their stuff. Just close the door and welcome to my Mandarin room. 60 square meters of luxury in Shanghai, Pudong, the Mandarin Oriental. Alrighty, so go for a walk around the hotel and I'll show you the place. So this is the view out the window. First of all, very important to me, I got a decent view. So Huangpu River, which runs through this great city of Shanghai, home to 24 million people. That's the Pearl TV Tower, Pearl Orient Tower, Huangpu River, and so on. I'll talk to you about that in a second. This is the room. So this hotel, the Mandarin Oriental, on TripAdvisor. So I don't know how you guys decide when you go on holiday which hotel you're going to stay at. I had to rack my brain. Eventually I plumped for this. TripAdvisor ranks this hotel #1 in Shanghai. So some of you sports fans, greetings from Shanghai and Mandarin. Some of you might decide, based on watching my videos on YouTube, that you're going to come and stay in a hotel. I actually booked it at the Ritz-Carlton tonight. Watched changed the Mandarin Oriental, and I'm very happy about it. So let's look out the window and welcome to China, first and foremost. Alright, so yesterday, I'll tell you where I was yesterday. So I've been here a couple of days now in Shanghai, so I should know about the place quite well. Yesterday I was at the Peninsula. That's the Peninsula Hotel here. Flew in from Singapore yesterday morning, took the Rolls Royce to the Peninsula. My room is on the right of that, not the boat, you see the boat? So Huangpu River, the world's busiest container port, is here in Shanghai. And trade makes this country the world's largest economy. So the Peninsula Hotel, that's where I was last night. I'll walk you outside, you'll see all that. That's the monument to the people's heroes, Huangpu River in Shanghai. Okay. The main entrance to the hotel is just down there. Walk down there. And down there. I'll take you down there. Yeah, this is the main entrance to the hotel. Two things are important to me when I book a hotel room. One is the size of the room, and two is the view. And that's the Pearl Orient Tower. I went up there earlier. So much so that I've made a shrine here in this hotel room. I've created a shrine. So I went to the Pearl Orient Tower earlier. You know, you get photos taken when you go out places. Yeah, that's me. Then I came back to the room. Hotel staff knocked on the door and said, "We've got these flowers and cake for you." That's the ticket for the Pearl Orient Tower. So I've created a shrine to the people of China. I love China. I love the people of China. Alright. Very good. We have the world's second highest building. So if any of you have been to Dubai, the Burj Khalifa, that's 828. You can just see the edge. The Shanghai Tower there. It's curved, that building. That's why you can only see the edge. But that is #2 in the planet, that one. It's all the way up there. It's behind that building. #2 in the world is not a bad hotel view room. 630 meters, that building. Go up there at night and so that's the view from the room. Right, let's talk about the room. Okay, what should we talk about? So these are my plans for the day. I was at the Peninsula yesterday. Plans are made in advance. Pearl Tower, yep, MO, that's this one. Ritz-Carlton Hotel Bar, Shanghai Tower, second highest building in the world. Huangpu River Cruise. You can ignore the steel shit. Maglife tomorrow, Disneyland tomorrow. Fly back at 11:50 p.m. Which means that this place is my home. It's now 4 o'clock in the afternoon until that aeroplane at 11:50. Mandarin Oriental, #1 TripAdvisor, Shanghai, China, home. Okay, got that out. All right, let's slow down a bit. Okay, complimentary bottle of wine, tea, coffee, ice. Let's look at the minibar. Yep, you get your Coke. Yep, Coke. Heineken. Spirits, and so on. Let's have a look at the bathroom. So it's famous red bag. Welcome to China, big boy. First time in China for that one. I'm a fan. Running shoes. Sports fans! We're in Shanghai. Yeah, it's the bathroom. So the toiletries are Atelier Cologne, which is actually a French. I think it's from France because it says here Atelier Cologne, Paris. Je suis français. Mandarin Oriental, Pudong, Shanghai, and Atelier Cologne are pleased to present this. Vive la France, vive la République! Yeah, clothes drying. So when you go on holiday, yeah, shower. Yeah, I told you, I've been in Shanghai for a bit, so clothes are drying. What you do is when you're in a hotel, yeah, you get the shower gel. My mum told me this. You get the shower gel, put it in the bathtub, and you just give it a, like a washing machine. So this one is Jumeirah Beach Hotel in Dubai. Anybody been there? It's my famous, I like the shirt, it's Banana Republic, yeah? I like it. Red for China. Yeah, you just get your shower gel. That's how you wash your clothes on holiday, people. Yeah. Alright, that's what I do as well. So you've seen the shrine, my religious shrine out the window. You've seen my plans. And this is the room. Alright, so today is, come on, it's actually the 6th of, yeah, there you go, 6th, tag high 6th of November, 2016, 2008, 8 years ago, I did the New York Marathon, yeah, 2008. What does it take? Heart-pounding dedication. Sure resulted on 42 kilometers, yeah, 8 years later, 2016, the US elections are in 2 days. 2008, that was the day before Barack Obama was elected president of the US. In 2 days' time, it's Hillary and Donald. It's part of the reason why I came to China. For all that Donald has said about this place, stealing jobs and so on, yeah? And our livelihoods and who we are. Yeah. So that's what it takes. Heart-pounding dedication. New York City, 2008, I was there. I finished the marathon. I went for a swim earlier. South African football jersey there. That's what I wore when I went for a swim. That's why I haven't washed. I ran the Chicago Marathon the year before Barack Obama became president. Alright. This country, the world's largest economy. Alright, so a closer look. There's a W hotel there. Donald Trump hasn't built a hotel yet. But there's a W there. So when he loses the election, you can just come and say the W. Alright, shut up, man. Alright. Alright, let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk around the place. Yeah. Hillary! Yeah. I changed my mind, you know? What is this? Mandarin Oriental. They've got DVDs. I want to watch Pulp Fiction. In my magazine. Hillary for president. I changed my mind. Hillary for president. Yeah, shut up. No politics on these videos. Okay. Mandarin Oriental hotels. Let's have a look at a few in the world. It's the hotel guide. Let's see where this is. Miami. Yeah. Okay. You know, the USA is it's a great country, yeah? I love the USA. That's why I got that marathon t-shirt, yeah? Atlanta. This Mandarin Oriental, yeah? It's a British, they're based in Hong Kong. Jardison, Matheson or something. It's a British hotel company. Yeah. Paris, Munich, Milan, Marrakech. I said the Four Seasons there. Madrid, London. When the Chinese president went to the UK a couple of years last year on a state visit. Yeah, they didn't stay at they didn't stay at Buckingham Palace. They didn't stay at Downing Street. They didn't stay at the Chinese Embassy. They stayed at the Mandarin Oriental. That one. Chinese president stayed at the Mandarin Oriental in Hyde Park. That place. It's next to the McLaren shop there. Knightsbridge, across the street from Harrods. I've lived and worked in London, so I know the place. Geneva, Bodrum, Barcelona, Tokyo, Taipei, Singapore. Yep, stayed at that one. That's where I live. Sanya, it's a good place there, south of China. Hainan place. Macau. Come on, hurry up. KL, I've stayed there. Jakarta. No, I didn't stay there. Mandarin Jakarta. Oh yeah, it's across the street from the Grand Hyatt. And that one is Hong Kong. Hong Kong. Shit, I think we missed us. Guangzhou. Where are we? Shanghai, yeah? Bangkok. Yeah. Bangkok, no, I haven't. Yeah, we're in Shanghai. I think I missed that one. I think I missed us on that book. Alright. Just slow down a bit, yeah? Just, it's a lot to get through here. Okay. Just gonna sit for 5 seconds and do nothing. Room. Mandarin room. BBC News. Alright, let's go. So, that's the place. Mandarin Oriental, Shanghai. You know, you get through so much in holidays, yeah, stuff happens quickly. You saw that list I have to do, or I'm going to do. Afternoon high tea, it's a club room. 3 to 5. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. 3 to 5. We're going to go to the club room next. Okay. Where in the world are we? Yeah, I can just do that right on my phone. In China, some of these apps don't work, you know, so I've got Expedia, Google Maps, Formula One, Cricket, News, Instagram. YouTube, Instagram does not work in China. Alright, fact. What I will show you is Google Maps. WhatsApp is important, you know. You have to tell your mates that you didn't die in a plane crash coming here. Including your mother too, and your family, your brother, whatever. Alright. Mandarin Oriental Hotel, blue dot. Thank you, Google. Google's headquarters in Shanghai is in that building there, World Financial Center building. It's the 9th highest building in the world. I went up the Pearl Orient Tower earlier. This is the Huangpu River you saw from the room. Yeah, there is important stuff, right? It's not just going on a holiday, you know, staying in a hotel and doing stuff, right? Shanghai. So the world's busiest container port is here. Pudong Airport, which I flew into, it's on the coast. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, that's Pudong Airport. Shanghai Pudong Airport, yeah? So there's important stuff that goes on in the world. An Apple iPhone is assembled in China. When they start blocking apps, you know, that are important to life, I mean, they don't block everything in China, but, you know, what's the saying? It is market forces, yeah? The marginal investor sets the price, you know? Everything in the world, you know, when you're playing at the edge of the game, competition, you know, what succeeds is, you know, you get it right at the edge. Yeah, I couldn't quite articulate that as I meant to, but anyway, you understand what I mean. Okay, you've seen the room, you've heard my thoughts. Plans for the day, my notes, Mandarin Oriental, founded in 1963, it's a British hotel group, 28 hotels in the world. Those are notes of Wikipedia. So we'll go for a walk around the hotel. I'm wearing a t-shirt that, so people in China, it says Cambridge University there and Con Traders there. Alright? So we love and respect the people of China. English is their second language. And they accept the fact that English is a global language now. And when they see the letter C at the start of a word, they like it. It's like Donald Trump likes the word we. It's C in China. So I'm wearing a t-shirt, 2 C's. And then I went to Cambridge University. Sports fans, it's a lovely place to go to university. Okay, let's wait for the lift. Alright, switch off brain, turn off the iPhone, turn it back on, switch off the brain. Alright, let's go. Alright. Let's go into the club lounge.
Sorry, the floor selected is a restricted floor.
There's other people in the lift.
Second floor.
Hi, I'm in 1505. You're having the afternoon high tea, yeah?
Yes.
Never mind. I come back later.
Sure.
I just look around
No
and
problem.
yeah, okay, thanks. So it's afternoon high tea. It's the club lounge at the Mandarin Oriental. It's like a little library, yeah? You can help yourself to all this. It's meant a club room. Yeah, just help yourself to all this stuff. Just drop the camera. It's the library, got books and stuff. Yeah, I came in here for lunch earlier. I just picked out basically. Just ate all the food very quickly. Hi. Yeah, I just had lots of food very quickly. Show where the food is. Hi. So I'll show you what the food is in the club lounge. Your apples and your fruit, cakes, stuff like that. 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 Often high tea. And stuff like that. Hi. Alright, let's carry on. Hi. I was going down.
Yes, okay. Going down.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah, so go downstairs and carry on. Yeah, thank you. That's the room. Club room. Where should we go? Let's go lobby. Yeah, let's go to the lobby. Yeah, lots of stuff is blocked in China. You have to be careful what you're doing with the video camera, yeah? Okay, let's carry on. Go tell me to stop. Hi. Alright, let's go outside. It's good enough for the Chinese president in the UK, it's good enough for me here in China. So I just walked out to the hotel. These are the skyscrapers in Pudong. Pudong is like the financial district in Shanghai. That's where my hotel is. You saw from the room the world's second highest building. So this is like the outdoor bit of the hotel. Alright. I'm not making videos for a professional news service like CNN or BBC. I saw the BBC travel show yesterday. It's a good program. The presenter said he's been to 70 countries with the BBC, yeah? Well, I've been to more than 70 countries, mate. I don't work for the BBC, and I'm sure you don't stay in places like this, the Mandarin Oriental. 500 US a night. And a pleasure and a privilege to be here and to be able to just do this, yeah? So I'm wearing a Cambridge University t-shirt. And no, I don't work for the BBC. So that's how the world changes, you know? Social media makes the world a different place, which is why I think China should not block all those social media apps like Instagram, YouTube, and so on. Right, where are we going? We are going this way. Alright, I'm going off memory here. Well, when you study for exams, you know, when you go to university and study for exams, right, you need a memory. So I'm going off memory here. Except my university may be a bit different to yours. Because mine, generally speaking, ranks top in the world. Or top 5. And if you think I'm being arrogant, you have to ask yourself why the world's largest economy, the rankings that I'm discussing, doesn't have any in the top 50. Because the rankings are a load of shit. Alright, but I'm still going to wear my university t-shirt because I love my university, I love my friends there. And that is life for me. Alright, so we're at the Imperial Seal. It's a restaurant here. Yeah, that's how you trip yourself up. And I told you before I got in the lift here, switch off your brain and turn it back on. That's what you do with an iPhone, it's assembled here. Any problem, turn it off, turn it back on, and it works good as gold. The best mobile phone in the world is an iPhone. It's difficult not to get emotional when you're in China. And you also live in China, Singapore. And the planet is changing before your very eyes. Mandarin Oriental Hotel. Yeah. So I'll talk you around the world. Alright. What does it take to be the US president? Who wants to give me an American passport? I'll waste 8 years of my life. I'll sit in the White House for you and I'll tell you, treat your neighbor as your own. That is all you have to do. Donald Trump can say, we are going to make America great again. Hillary Clinton can say, my husband was president, so make me president. I will say to you, treat your neighbor as your own. Alright? And you'll go a long way, and so will the world. And it's got me here. $500 US a night room at the Mandarin Oriental. I think it's the 150th five-star hotel I've stayed at. And every bit as good as anywhere else on the planet. And I'm standing in the financial district, the world's largest economy. That's all I will say to you. Treat your neighbor as your own, and I will more than happily sit in the White House. You give me an American passport, you don't have to pay me a cent. Give me an American passport, Mandarin Oriental Hotel, main entrance. I will happily sit in the White House, and I will go around the world and I will tell them, treat your neighbor as your own. Okay, enough of politics. Okay, back to talking about get the world in motion. So one of the things you saw on that list is the Shanghai. So I want to go on a Pudong ferry cruise. All right, switch your brain off, turn it back on. Shanghai ferry cruise. So we are there. Our hotel is here somewhere. Thai ferry with the stack, yeah? It's up there somewhere. There's the Huangpu River. It's off in the room. You can get boat cruise tickets here. Right outside the hotel, Shanghai ferry. Pretty cool, eh? Gong Si Fa Chai Ni Hama. Hey, let's go back in the hotel. Yeah, it's the Imperial Seal that we walked past. I got quite emotional just now. I've just switched off the iPhone in my head and turned it back on, alright? Yeah, so yesterday I was staying at the peninsula. I went down to the river. I went on a night boat cruise. I went down to the river. It's a massive queue for the river cruise at night on a Saturday evening. So I gave it a miss. So I was really happy when I came here and I saw there's a ferry terminal just outside the hotel, just down there. So I'm gonna finish this video. You know, just remember life for me, that I have been here. I didn't remind myself about Cambridge University or Donald Trump or anything like that. But yeah, let's finish this video, go on the boat cruise. Because traveling, yeah, I've actually stayed in about 155 star hotels around the world, right? Okay, going on about it. Just to remember my life for me, and I'm more than happy for the world to share. That is what social media is, right? So that's how it started. Because Instagram is blocked here, YouTube is blocked here in China. They have the world's largest economy, so I'm thinking to myself, why did the banyan tree host me so graciously 3 weeks ago in Bintan? That is the banyan tree. There's the Banyan Tree Hotel in Shanghai. So lovely yachts out there. Now mate, I can't buy that yacht. I can't afford a yacht like that. I could just about afford a residence in Bintan. But yeah, whatever. Alright. Huangpu River. We're right on the banks of the river. I'll find you a nice spot. Yeah, you can actually walk down to the river. You can actually walk down to the river that way, but I'll find you a better spot. Alright. I treat this place like my home. So I'll show you a good spot. I treat this place like my home because the people of China treat me like they would treat a family member at the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. This hotel is ranked #1 on TripAdvisor for Shanghai. Okay? That is why the truth comes out. The moment you walk in, you feel at home. I'll tell you, yeah, I got the taxi from the peninsula here. Taxi from the peninsula here this morning. Peninsula is an absolutely great hotel, yeah. I took the Rolls from the airport there, but I took the taxi here from the peninsula this morning. The guy, you get out of the taxi, yeah. The guy that collects your bag, you know, from the taxi. It's like your brother. It's not my brother, but it's like your brother. Like, anyway, it's like he's known me all his life, you know. And he takes your bag to the room. The girl that checks you in, she's like your sister. I don't have a sister, but she's like your sister. You know, she walks into the room, just checks you in casually. It's like, yeah, you're here, right? Mandarin Oriental. She's like your sister. She just takes you to the room. Alright, this is your room. You can do what you like here. I know it's only 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning. Welcome to Shanghai. You know, you're not Chinese, but that doesn't matter. Welcome to Shanghai, this is your room, you know? Fine. I can live with that. Lovely place. So if you have that attitude as people, you know, those two people that I met this morning checking that, if you have that attitude as people to somebody you have never met before in your life, you can understand why. Firstly, this hotel gets ranked #1 on TripAdvisor, fine, alright? That's fine. But it also takes a lot, yeah? You need to start with an attitude. It takes a lot to have the world's largest economy. And it's not just about how many people you have, right? Even though China is the most populous, yeah? Alright, I told you I would show you a better place, Huangpu River. And this is that better place. People of China have treated me as their own, and so will I. Make a stranger as your own. That's what the Shangri-La say. That's also a, yeah. Alright, so let's zoom in. Look at some buildings. So the Hyatt on the Bund. Yeah, it's that one there. That's the Hyatt on the Bund. Yeah, I don't work for the BBC. I can say what I like, alright? You can watch the BBC or you can watch me. Yeah, Hyatt on the Bund. It's there. The W Hotel. I like W Hotels. Donald Trump will wreck them, but I like W Hotels. You know, I've stayed at a few, plenty. Yeah, W. The banyan tree is right across there. It's the banyan tree. Here. And the Huangpu River, which leads out to the Yangtze Delta. It's out there. Alright, so I'll show you the river. In Shanghai, it doesn't feel like you're in China, I'll be honest with you. Yeah? This place, just standing here right now, it does not feel... I could be in Singapore, I could be in London, I could be in Seattle, I could be in Oslo, in Norway. I could be anywhere in the world that I've been with a river like that. And it certainly doesn't feel like I'm in Shanghai, which is great because I am in Shanghai. And at the end of the day, one of the best things about going to Cambridge University is that you grow up with people from all over the world who are intelligent, smart, hardworking, blah, blah, blah. So that place, yeah. No two human beings in the world are the same. Alright, let's go in the hotel. I know na. Thanks. I'll show you my room card then. I had been, yeah, that's a song by Savage Garden, Mandarin Oriental. Alright, we're going back in the hotel. There's a couple of things I haven't showed you, which is I haven't shown you the pool, the hotel gift shop and stuff, the lobby, we haven't seen properly yet, yeah? I'll see if I can pick out the guy that checked me in. I have been... Yeah, so got the residences over there. That's why there's two buildings. That's the residences. Yeah, MO. That's the hotel. Hi. Yeah, I'm staying in the... I'm just going to my room. Hi. Yes, lobby. Hi. Let's go downstairs. Yeah. It's my room card. Let's go downstairs. Most of it is about pacifying people, you know, getting their trust and just like, look man, mellow. Hotel staff are not presidential material, shall we say. They have to wake up in the morning, go to work, all that stuff, alright? And their bosses are not presidential material either. They're saying you don't leave your employee, you leave your boss. Hey, so just go with the flow. Alright, so this is the spa and the pool is just down here. We'll finish in the room. You just come back with me to the room. It's the Mandarin Oriental spa. Fitness and wellness. See how much I can push my luck here. Alright, I went for a swim. I'm holding the camera differently, yeah. I've actually been for a swim in here. I did 2 lengths. You won't look at my... I'm not going to show my face for a couple of minutes. A couple of lengths in the pool. It's a nice pool. These hotels, yeah, these nice hotels like Peninsula yesterday, they have the swimming pool. Hi. Let's go look at the pool. They have the pool on the basement. So we're in the basement of the hotel and they have the pool down here. We are going to make America great again. And it looks like that. Just let the camera steam up. That's the hotel pool. Hi. He was the lifeguard. I did 2 lengths in there. Alright, you've seen that? Alright. I did 2 lengths in there because China has a population of 1.5 billion. Here we don't talk about millions in China, we talk about billions. So the population is 1.5 billion. So I did 2 lengths in the pool. You see the pool there? I just jumped in and did 2 lengths in the pool. Because the population of China is... What's the population of China? 1.5 billion, right. So that's why I did 2 lengths. Because when I was in Hong Kong, I did 4 lengths at the Four Seasons pool because there's 4 million people in Hong Kong. In China, we don't do things by small measures. You just multiply it by 1,000. You just multiply it by 1,000. So that's why I did 2 lengths in the pool, because I'm wholly dissatisfied that there are only 1.5 billion people. There are only 1.5 billion people in China, alright, when there should be 2 billion people in China. So, fucking people. Alright, so I'll show you the restaurant. Sorry for the bad language. 2 things are banned on my videos. 1 is bad language, the F word, and 2 is racism, the N word, and 3 is politics, the Donald Trump word. Apart from that, anything goes. Hey, yeah, that was Zest. That's why we're having breakfast tomorrow, but it's a club room. It's a club room. This is not around. I'll show you the shops, you know. Alright, we've cleared the sensitive bits. That was me talking just now. Talk about anything we want, right? Yeah, we'll hold the camera properly. No, we won't. We'll just hold it like we are. We're in communist China. There's nothing wrong with communism. It's a way of life. There's nothing wrong with communism at all. Also begins with the letter C. Socialism is, yeah, alright. So shops. It's not about the Mandarin Oriental Hotel, it's for a start, alright? That's where I'm staying, so I shouldn't, yeah. Yeah, so there's a shopping gallery down here. I think this links the residences. You saw the 2 blocks? I think this links the residences with the hotel. Yeah. Alright, let's we'll go up to the room. I think we've seen everything. Seen the pool. Took for a walk outside. Showed you the Banyan Tree Hotel. Showed you the swimming pool. Alright. Showed you everything, so I'll just hold the camera properly now. So this is the Chinese restaurant here. Yong Ti Ning. Yeah, so I'm staying in a club room. So you know what I really love about Chinese people, yeah? The girl that checked me in, I was talking about all that stuff earlier. She checked me in and she took me up to the room. So I didn't actually book a club room, I booked a normal room, yeah, the Mandarin room. Because like I said at the start, what is important to me is the view and a largish room. I don't care about club rooms and stuff. So when I checked in, she said Wi-Fi is extra and chargeable. I said, fine, well I need Wi-Fi, right? And then she said, I can give you a package for 600 RMB, $100 US. I'll give you free Wi-Fi, free club room access, which means free lunch, afternoon high tea, cocktails, breakfast in the morning, $100 for all that, and stuff, right? I said, all right, fine. You know, it's $100, right? The hotel's already, the room I paid was $400. I said, it's extra 100, right? That's fine. All right, that's how you grow your economy by 20%. China's economy is actually growing at, I think it's about 5-6% a year for 1 billion people. But that's how you grow your economy like that. I said, fine. I'll do the club room stuff. And then she walked me up to the room. All right, so you need to need a key card for this shit. All right, go back to the room, yeah? We walked around. 15 now, yeah. So we did the club lounge, yeah, all that shit, yeah. So she walked me up to the room, and we're talking about Zest for breakfast tomorrow. She said you can go to Zest for breakfast, or you can go to the club lounge. Basically, if I was you, I would go to Zest, because the club lounge, the food is very minimal. At least they're honest, yeah. A Zest, which is a normal hotel, yeah, 15. Alright, it's my floor, which is the normal hotel. Zest, which is a normal hotel restaurant, they have more food. Yeah, I know that. That's why I don't care about club lounge. But at least she was honest as an employee. Shit. Yeah. At least crap. Open the fucking door, man. At least she was honest as a hotel employee when she checked me in, and she stood right there and said to me, "If I was you, I would go for breakfast at Zest and not the club lounge, even though this is a club lounge and I have just asked you to give us 600 RMB for a club room, and I thank you for the honesty of the people of China, and I love China, and I love the people of China, and I love being here, and greetings to the world from the Mandarin Oriental Hotel, Shanghai, Pudong, #1 ranked in the world for Shanghai. Auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, vive la France, vive la République. Ciao, see you next time.